Hey, can you make me a prince?
There is a lot of gray area in make me a prince. I could just make you a prince.
Oh, no.
Right, you'll be snuggled up with that dude for the rest of your life.
Yo, y'all see my palace?
Be specific with your words. The deal is in the detail.
Got it.
Which I don't really understand, because if she already likes you, why change?
I told you, she has to marry a prince.
I just want to go home, man.
Okay, I can do that.
We're here with Mena Massoud, the star of Disney's Aladdin, in theaters tonight. Mena, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
We actually saw the movie last week. It was
you
great.
did?
Yeah. We got a little advanced screening. It was pretty good, man.
10 a.m. showing.
Okay, all right, yeah, bright and early.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No, you can. It's great. Any time of the day.
I was a little sniffly because I was sick that day, and I was a little worried when the lights went up. People thought I was crying at the love story at the end. So
I was actually just crying.
Yeah, exactly. Good balance there.
We heard, like, for the role, they did a worldwide search. Like, more than 2,000 people auditioned for that role. So what was that audition process for you like? How did you manage to wow them and get that part?
You know, I've been watching the film since I was a kid, and yeah, I saw the audition notice like everybody else. Sent in a tape, didn't hear anything for 4 months. So you know, I thought it was dead in the water, and then we started hearing back. So it was a ride once it got going. It was pretty insane.
Were you doing your own parkour?
I tried to do as much of it as I could. For insurance purposes, there were things like that really big crane jump that they didn't let me do because you know, only Tom Cruise does that kind of stuff. But no, insurance purposes, you know, we kind of had to see what I could do and what I couldn't do. So
you're here, you're in town. Obviously, I know the world premiere is already through, but you're here for like a Canadian screening. Are you going to be at Raptors Bucks Game 6 on Saturday?
Dude, I hope so, man. I was like, when they went down 2-0, I was like, all right, let's just maintain home court, get our 2 games so that I can maybe go to Game 6. So I hope so.
And if you go, are you going to be rubbing Nick Nurse's shoulders like Drake did? Or?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be that close, man. I don't know if I'm on that level yet, but just getting to be there, it'll be an insane atmosphere.
As a fan in general, are you like more the Drake emotional kind of like invigorated type, or are you more the steely demeanor?
No, I'm definitely emotional. I get pretty rowdy. I think on my Instagram story you can see like us at games. It gets wild.
How long have you been a fan for? Because I know you moved to Canada when you were pretty young from Egypt. So
Yeah.
what were the roots of your Raptors fandom?
I started watching really young when T-Mac was here, you know, so I've been a fan a long time. And then as I got older, I got more and more into it. I played basketball growing up. I played in high school, and my first year of college, I played in the OBA, so I'm a big Raps fan.
Is there a Raptors player who you would compare your game style to?
That's a good question. A Raptors player. I don't know, man. I feel like Mo Williams when he was playing.
Mo Peterson?
Yeah, Mo Peterson when he was playing.
He was my first favorite Raptor.
Yeah? Yeah, he was cool. He was a cool
He had a lot of
cat.
circus shots.
Yeah, he was a cool cat. Yeah.
No doubt.
So you talked about being the emotional type. What was your reaction when Kawhi, the 4 bounces and then in?
Well, dude, we were on the press tour, so I couldn't see it, but no one ruined it for me, and I managed to see the highlights. So it was insane, man. The way he ducked down like that to kind of see it go in, it was crazy. And Philly seems to be giving us, or seems to have given us a harder time than Milwaukee, which is why I kind of have hope for Milwaukee. Like, we didn't really have games where we blew out Philly like we have Milwaukee the past 2 games. So I don't know.
Have you seen the mural for Kawhi's shot that they put up?
No.
Yeah. Store put it up. I think it was on Queen West.
Like a painting?
Yeah.
Already?
Like a mural. Yeah. They've got the
Damn,
shot. Yeah.
that's quick.
Shot up there.
Yeah, man, they're gonna have to. Hopefully he stays and we can keep it up.
Pulling out all the stops. So you talked about being on the press tour when that shot happened. Presumably you were with Will Smith while that press tour was going on. A Philly guy. Did you manage to rub it in, give him some trash talk?
I let him cool down for a few days, and then we talked a little bit about it when we were doing press a few days later. But he's excited for the future. He still has hope for the future. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Was he rattled by it though? Was he rattled?
No, he wasn't rattled. No, he wasn't. He doesn't get rattled very easily.
Disappointing because
Toronto
fans have been on the other end for a while. So I was hoping maybe a Philly fan would have felt what we felt.
No, he's been a Philly fan a long time, so he's just waiting for the moment.
You talk about becoming a Raptors fan and watching for so long, and I know
Yeah.
you're originally from Egypt. Do you kind of agree with the notion that I guess the Raptors, maybe more than any Toronto team or Canadian team, represents the city's diversity, the fan base here does?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, they talk about it a lot. I mean, I watch now that I moved to LA. I watch a lot of Stephen A. Smith and Undisputed. So they talk about, I think on the decibel meter, Toronto, I heard, was third in the NBA or something. So they all know that the fans in Toronto are amazing. Everybody talks about how amazing they are.
Do you have, like, what are some of your earliest memories as a Raptors fan? Is some, like, stuff that sticks out? I know this is kind of like the golden era.
Yeah,
But you're talking about cheering for the team when T-Mac was there. Do you remember Vince's missed shot against Philly?
Yes, I was
going
going to say Iverson, definitely. I would say if there was any player I really looked up to growing up, it would be Iverson. I had, like, Iverson shoes. I have, like, these, I still have Iverson shoes that had, like, these cheetah skin strapped Velcro on them. Pretty cool. So, yeah, that was, you know, the golden age back then, I think, is when we had a chance to go to the NBA Finals against Philly, and Vince missed that shot. It's crazy seeing it come back full circle with Kawhi making the shot. It's like, it hurts though, because you're like, okay, he's the best player we've had, I think, in the history of the Raptors. And the fact that he might leave is like, damn, Kawhi, don't leave, man. Don't just wait for me till I'm able to get courtside seats. Enjoy that for a few years, and then you can do whatever you want.
If we had a genie and 3 wishes, we'd definitely waste one.
Yeah, you know, I haven't. I've been getting asked that question a lot, and that would be one of my wishes, actually. Courtside seats to the Raptors. Why haven't I thought of that?
Oh, I thought you were going to say
And
one of
for
your
Kawhi
wishes
to
was
stay.
Kawhi to stay, yeah.
Yeah, that, but I'm being selfish. Like, I want courtside seats.
What's your recruitment pitch? If you're in a room with them, you have like 10 minutes.
With
you're laying it
Kawhi?
out. Yeah.
I would just be like, listen, you don't like a lot of media. You like to be left alone. You like to be in a quieter environment. And at the same time, you get hyped up playing in one of the best arenas in the world. So I think Toronto's the perfect place for him. He can be a superstar, but he can be left alone here. He's not going to be bothered. If he goes to the Clippers, man, I mean, trust me, I live in LA. There's probably people asking for autographs, crazy fans. Toronto's the place to stay.
I think you've sold us. What's your prediction?
Absolutely.
He stays?
I think he stays. I think everything kind of makes sense to him staying. And the fact that he's hit that shot now, that obviously makes an emotional connection with you. I feel like if we would have got swept by Milwaukee, which we're obviously not, and hopefully, you know, we're going to win, he could have left, because it's like, damn, we got swept in the second round. But I think he stays.
Before we let you go, just give us a prediction on what happens the rest of the season.
I think honestly, I'm gonna go out there. I think we win in 6.
Woo!
I think we're gonna win in Milwaukee, and then we come back game 6 and we win at home. And then I think we go to the NBA Finals, and we'll see what happens. That's enough for me, though. If we make it to the NBA Finals, I'm not gonna get too greedy.
I think we'd say the same. But obviously a big weekend for you. You got the premiere. Hopefully you see that Game 6 win on Saturday.
Thanks, man.
Thanks so much for coming in, man.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.